Good morning, everybody. Today is 28th of May. We're coming into the end of this month. That's second month of the second quarter. One more month to close the quarter, and let's check out what Bitcoin is doing. So I'll start with quarterly. Nice backtest of the order block right there. The support still stands at 71k. Now, if Bitcoin fails to hold the quarterly above this line, above this order block, basically, that's a very bearish sign in my opinion. And the next draw on liquidity is going to be at the lower band of the order block. That's around 63k, and ultimately if we lose 59k, oh boy, that opens up the gates for at least 46 and potentially towards 30k. I'm not gonna call that we're going here, because my idea is that I'll show you what's my idea. One sec. My idea is that we're going straight to hell, which is around 13k, right? No, but I'm being serious. I do think that Bitcoin is gonna come down here within the next, I don't know, 3 years, alright? I don't see Bitcoin doing anything major, as in bull market or anything. We might get nice bounces in the meantime. That's gonna be like, well, 160 170% bounce, but I think ultimately we'll just do this, and that's just based on my Elliott wave count, all right? Because I believe that this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and this was the wave 5 high, and there is 70 to 80% chance that Bitcoin tags golden pocket retracement after wave 1 is completed. We don't know if this is wave 1 or which wave 3 or 4 or 5 it is. We don't know that yet, but I have a completed picture here, and I have high odds of getting this trade right here, all right? It's not necessary to happen. I will be buying at the supports, at meaningful supports, and selling at resistances, but ultimately this is my very higher time frame idea, right? So if the quarterly fails to hold, let's get this first. If the quarterly fails to hold above this line, 71k, which is basically here, that opens the gates to test lower levels, all right? But if we do hold above the quarterly, well, then we might get another small retracement, but then probably gonna test 94k. That's for the bullish side. The monthly broke market structure right here, backtested the order block, the range right there, very nice rejection, coming down strong. If monthly, which is closing in 4 days, so what was I saying? My wife called me, I had to pause the video. So basically what was I saying was that if we lose the support of this monthly order block right there, if we close inside, that's very bearish. That's gonna tell me that we are gonna at least test the lower level of the band, which is the prior all-time high support, sorry, here. And hell, if we lose this, then boom, 47k, right? That's the idea. But what if the monthly just tags this and bounces, right? What if we just have a wick here like this? Then what, right? Then I don't know. That's basically a reclaim and a retest, right? So and we closed above it, so that's gonna be a positive sign, at least on monthly. And if we can hold above this level like this, and the quarterly in the meantime closes above the So if for example, for if we close above this line and another month we also close above here, that's gonna be very bullish sign. All right, but if we close inside, I expect lower levels. On the weekly, we're coming down into the weekly order block, which is strong support, but since I have better support down there at 71k right here, I'm waiting for this level to get tested first. So I'm not gonna be I'm not beating this high of the order block. All right, what I'm waiting for is the test of 71k, and let's see. We got rejected into the weekly order block here. Basically, this was our support. We had a nice bounce, rejected at the monthly order block, came down. What was the percentage drop? 40% drop. Slow grind to the upside towards the weekly order block right there, rejected, and we're coming down quite aggressively. All right, so I still think that we're in a bear market. This is a bear trend, and I know a lot of people were, I mean, I was also feeling good, you know, like when the price was moving up, but the higher time frame picture still in my head is that we're in bear market. All right, this is the high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and if we break this, then reclaim this, then this might be a failed breakdown. All right, and we might get a chance of a higher pump, but I ultimately, my mind is well, I showed you my higher degree time frame count, so my mind is still thinking that we are in one of the biggest bear markets for the crypto market, right? I also think that SP is gonna hit really bad bear market as well. I'll actually cover SP real quick right now. In my opinion, this was wave 1, extended wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and we've hit wave 5 target. So I think it's done, and we'll see at least 8% drop towards 7,000 retest, right? And yeah, that's my primary idea here as well, that we hit the major target. All right, there, if we go to logarithmic, we can still push towards 7,600, but I ultimately will be shorting this. All right, so yeah, that's the idea for the S&P as well. Same picture, literally same picture on Nasdaq. I think that we are very close to starting a bear market in Nasdaq as well. Yep, so this was wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something finished there. I don't know what finished, which wave, but something definitely finished there. Let's go back to Bitcoin. So what am I looking next for the intradays and everything, all the good jazz, right? Since losing we've built actually 2-week composite value area, like right here, right? And since we lost it, well, this was the support, lower high, breakdown into the lower low, quick reclaim, right? This was very bullish, but bulls failed to hold here, and they failed to make a market structure break, right? To make this high broken. We made another lower high, and what, couple days later we are literally at 73k. For now, we already hit into the single print here. I'm gonna delete, no, I'm gonna keep this for now. We have overall anchored uptrend VWAP right here, coming exactly at the support that I'm watching. I'll be TPing my shorts 30% of my overall position right here, and yeah, so I think wait, I got, my mind got carried away. I wanna TP 30% of my shorts right here, and because why? Because we don't know if this support, this is mega support, right here. We don't know if this support bounces or no, right? I will trade the reaction, but I also want to get a bit of long exposure here just to hedge my shorts. And my idea is that we still have a chance of testing this weekly level here, all right? Not anymore, it doesn't look like it, I know it broke down, but what we might be getting here is that a nice test of the support and the push towards the weekly horizontal level, which has not been tested, all right? We just broke down, failed to hold. It says two things. It's either manipulation to get people out of longs, get shorts opening, and then from the support pump it right here to get all the shorts liquidated again and then down, all right? It's either this manipulation or market is so weak that it cannot even retest the broken support, all right? It's either this or that for me. So we have a overall uptrend from the low, which was in February, uptrend anchored VWAP here. Let's see if we have weekly. We're outside of the weekly range. Previous month value low is around 70k, but I don't this is not a I don't know what's the good word for appropriate, I guess. It's not appropriate for me. Reliable, maybe, because it's way too far from the support, so I'm not treating this as important. The quarterly, which is very nice. I have a quarterly value low aligned with uptrend anchored VWAP. The weekly single prints, I'll get there. What's the single print mean, or where are the single prints coming from? Quarter value low, horizontal strong support level. So I definitely want to see here strong reaction from bulls, all right? The way I'm going to be treating this is that if we're going to come down here, reclaim this, I'm going to be checking how these lines progress, but if we also reclaim them, right, I want to be long. I want to get long exposure. I also want to say something that if Bitcoin weekly closes era inside this order block, the odds increase that we're going to come down to the lower side, all right? So if by the end of the week Bitcoin comes down here, tested, the support holds, but if we start just consolidating here, right, and back test the level, come down, this is a short signal for me, all right? This is gonna be, it means if weekly closes under this line, that's a bearish signal for me, all right? So I'll be treating those longs very aggressively, all right? Meaning I'm not gonna be putting in big size or not touching this stop loss. I'll be aggressively managing it. So for the idea here is that I want to see a sweep into the lows, reclaim, and if you reclaim those lines, these two lines, I'm gonna try a long, but the stop loss is huge here, which I don't like. So I'm gonna have to treat it a little aggressively. I guess, no, I'm not gonna treat it aggressively. I wanna see a reclaim of these two lines to get long, alright? I'm not going to be treating the reclaim of the support only as a long signal. I wanna see a deviation below reclaim, then I consider. And I'll also be looking at watching higher time frames like 1 hour, 4 hour, and 12 hour, alright? That's gonna be how I'm gonna be treating it. What do we have on yearly VWAP? Not much. We lost the yearly VWAP. This is a one big deviation. Let's check the aggregate source as well. Yeah, we didn't attack the yearly value area high, which is sad. But yeah, so that's the. Let me actually do this lines. No. 1 second. Yearly. So quarterly lines, and I want show current. I don't want previous. So this is the idea, all right? Sweep, reclaim. I'm gonna be watching this. And what do we have on rolling VWAPs? We are at 90-day rolling VWAP, which is a strong support. definitely it's quarterly VWAP, and it's gonna show some support for sure here. What we might be getting even is that we don't even test this and bounce from here, maybe lower high again. We don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna be like, I have a good support here and I don't want to be longing or taking profit here. I'll be waiting for this level, alright? That also confluent with another confluence that why I want to wait for this level is the golden pocket of this retracement comes down right here. So I'll be treating this support as intermediary, minor support, and this is major support for me. Alright? Okay, let's take a look at the single prints that I mentioned. So, okay, we filled it. I also had the single print here, but I don't know why it's not showing. 250. Let me change the tick size. Yeah, on 250, that's 71,325. 71,325. That's exactly where my single print is at. All right. Where was it? So yeah, that's my primary idea of the support line. All right. Let's see. Let's check also order flow real quick, and so we're getting some type of aggressive shorting going on here. Like, look at the open interest and how the CVD line is coming down. So people are kind of shorting aggressively already the downtrend, and bulls are failing to hold it. I mean, the shorts are driving the price right now. What can you do? Not much. But I want to show you one interesting thing, that is that if you look at the coin margin contracts instead of, so basically when you open long and short position Bitcoin, instead of using USDT, if you use Bitcoin, right, this CVD is giving you a very nice bullish absorption already. That doesn't mean that the price should pump here. It can also go down, and the CVD also makes lower low, but at least there is a bullish sign here. Something to keep an eye on in the coming trading sessions, alright? So I guess that's it. I don't see anything, a setup in this range. I see a setup here. If we come up here, I want to be interested in shorts, but it's gonna be hard to imagine that we do this. So my only place for now is of area of interest, AOI, is around here. That's it for the day, and see you on to the next one, guys. Bye bye.